Hello everybody and welcome to the Stadium Royale 2025. Thank you for joining us here at CWS. My name as ever is Bullet Von Awesome, the voice of all things championship wrestling series related, folks. And for our first premium live event of the year, folks, we've gone all out. Stadium Royale 2, it's Stadium Royale 2025. Can you believe it, folks? 2025. And our first matchup, ladies and gentlemen, the opening contest of the show, representing Los Bestias Locas. This is Prince Toro, and this is a light heavyweight championship matchup. Folks, Prince Toro putting the title on the line here, and interestingly, folks, he's come down first with 10 wins and 7 losses in ranked action. Prince Toro is here for his 18th ranked matchup, folks, and he's going to defend the championship here tonight against his opponent. The lights go down, folks, and the atmosphere intensifies. Toro looks ready. And here comes the #1 contender, the light heavyweight championship, folks. This is beautiful. Bruno Bravo. Beautiful Bruno Bravo. Still exposing that midriff to highlight the absence of gold. Bruno Bravo has said on multiple occasions, folks, that he has new accessories in mind. He is looking for a brand new belt. Is this the belt that Bruno's been chasing, folks? It seems like he's been chasing it for an age. Bruno, who won the Yule Brawl at Violent Night 2 to get himself this opportunity at the title. And on the same night, folks, Prince Toro won the light heavyweight championship. This matchup really booked itself at Violent Night 2, and the fans here thoroughly behind beautiful Bruno Bravo ahead of this clash. That's the prize that's on the line here in this bout. Bruno looks ready, composed and calculated, and of course, beautiful. And the Tombstoners in attendance, folks, look thoroughly excited to be here for this one. There's fans for Toro in attendance here too. This is not all beautiful Bruno Bravo. And the referee lifts that light heavyweight championship above her head to emphasize to even those in the back that this is a title matchup. Toro, Bruno warming up. Folks, thank you for joining us. We are CWS. This matchup begins. Oh my God, look at that. Bruno thought he was playing it safe and got dropped on his head with a DDT. Leapfrog action out of Toro, and he goes for that spear early out the gates, but Bruno saw it coming, and Bruno looking for this double underhook, but Toro evades it and eats some fists, and getting taken to the floor here at Stadium Royale. And look at that high angled slam from Prince Toro. Oh my God, clothesline to the back of the head. Toro driving the knee of Bruno into the mat. Beautiful Bruno Bravo now making his way around the ring. He needs a minute maybe. And Prince Toro whips it back and forth, the knee to the midsection and taking Bruno down. And look at that for a senton. And the chops across the chest. Bruno's coming out of it. He's flying. He's looking for the leg. And look at that, wrenching at the leg here of Prince Toro. And Bruno's picked him up. He's going for that beautiful pile driver. We got the beautiful pile driver and Bruno Bravo going for the cover here already, folks. 1, 2. Do we have a new champion then? No. Prince Toro gets the shoulders up. And Bruno Bravo dragging Toro back away from the ropes. What's Bruno looking for here, folks? Goes underneath. And Toro with the gauntlets. My God, Toro, the running knee to the beautiful face of Bruno Bravo. And we've got the cover. And we've got the 1, 2. And Bruno Bravo gets his shoulder off the mat. And now Toro dives through the ropes, connects with that leaping spear. And Bruno had all of it. Bruno's fighting out, fighting back and fighting from underneath. And look at this, taking down the legs here of Toro. And you know that Bruno Bravo got to be thinking about that sharpshooter. And tossing Toro back into the ring. And Bruno with the leaping crossbody. And he just took Prince Toro down. Leapfrog. Drop down. And that leaping knee. That leaping knee. And that senton again. Toro. He might have him, folks. Bounces the head of Bruno off that turnbuckle. Kicks him low. And Bruno, he's going for it again. Beautiful Bruno Bravo going one more time for that beautiful pile driver. And he's got the cover, folks. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful Bruno Bravo has finally done it, folks. He's picked up his first championship victory here since arriving in CWS. Beautiful Bruno Bravo. He finally has his moment to shine. Prince Toro losing his championship, and Toro picks up light heavyweight gold here at Stadium Royale 2025, folks. Don't go anywhere, there's plenty more action coming up right here. And next up, we've got women's tag team titles on the line as the Dancer Sisters defend against the team with the first response. Don't go anywhere, folks. That matchup's coming up right here next. That was an absolutely thrilling matchup there between Bruno Bravo and Prince Toro for the light heavyweight championship, folks. And up next, we've got the women's tag team championship matchup. Introducing now Lieutenant LaSalle and Nurse Deceased, the team of the first response. This is the first response 10th tag team matchup across all iterations of this women's tag team. They have never held the tag gold. Neither of these women have held any championships here in CWS. Will that change for Lieutenant LaSalle and Nurse Deceased here tonight? Or will the champs retain? Oh, and listen to those boos, ladies and gentlemen. On your left, Jazz Dancer, and on your right, Private Dancer. The Dancer Sisters are here, folks, and these two specimens are on their third reign as women's tag team champions. Absolutely incredibly dominant as a team, with 15 wins and 3 losses to their record. This is going to be a women's tag team matchup, folks. The titles are on the line. The Tombstoners in attendance here, cheering on the team with the first response and absolutely viciously doing. Oh, look, there's some cheers there as well for the Dancer Sisters. We are Championship Wrestling Series, folks. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And what are you waiting for? This is where the best virtual wrestlers virtually wrestle. And if you have, then thank you for your continued support. CWS is only growing, folks. The referee is ready and they ring the bell, and here we go. Jazz Dancer immediately locking up Lieutenant LaSalle and slamming her flat to the mat. Jazz, quick early tags between the Dancer sisters. That could be effective. Oh my god, look at that for a clothesline. And Private Dancer lifts her up and fall away. Overhead slam. Look at that. Lieutenant LaSalle rolling to the outside. And Private Dancer from the top with the double axe handles and both fists connect. Driven down into the face. Folks, at this moment I want to take an opportunity to remind you to join us here every Tuesday night for Tombstone TV. Join us next month for February's event, Fight at the Opera 3, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, in March, it's coming back, March of Champions 2. That is what our schedule looks like, folks, for the foreseeable. Remember, every 4 weeks to Tombstone TV, and we will have another premium event. Oh my god, look at this. Lieutenant LaSalle made the tag. Nurse gets in and then run and sit out power bomb, and Private got dropped and rocked. And again, Nurse DC picks her up, and another massive sit out power bomb, dropping Private flat down, and just like that, Private's in trouble. Folks, you'll know the history here with the team at their first response. And Private Dancer, of course, Private Dancer used to be a member of the first response team. But when Jazz Dancer made her presence known in the Indies, Private left the team at the first response, unceremoniously just abandoned them and started working alongside her sister Jazz. And here we go, folks. Massive power bomb from Private Dancer to Nurse Deceased. We got the 1-2. And Nurse Deceased kicks out at 2. The biggest match in Nurse Deceased's career. And she's putting up a heck of a fight here with the elbow to the face of Private Dancer. Nurse dragging Private over to the ropes. Big right hand. And a right hand for Jazz Dancer too. Jazz talking some trash, distracting Nurse Deceased. But she hasn't lost her composure. The Nurse is still in control of this one. Scooping Private up for a suplex. And Private Dancer makes the tag. Jazz now legal. Whipping Nurse Deceased off the ropes. Jazz Dancer with the big backdrop, and we got the cover here, folks. 1 and not even a 2 count. Nurse Deceased goes to kick out, and Lieutenant LaSalle wasn't taking any chances, diving into the ring there to break up the count. And Jazz going for a big backbreaker, and Nurse gets the knees up. And my goodness gracious, look at this, the power of Nurse Deceased and the cover here. We've got the 1. We've got no more than that. My gosh, Jazz knows what's on the line here tonight, folks. Massive kick out there for Jazz Dancer. Lieutenant LaSalle making the tag. And rocks straight into Jazz Dancer's big right arm. Jazz whipping Lieutenant LaSalle into the corner of the Dancer sisters. Private eagerly awaiting a tag from her sister and drops LaSalle. My god, snake eyes. Snake eyes. Lieutenant LaSalle looks rocked, and look at this. My god, no. A hip toss counter to take control of the match. And my goodness, Jazz just absolutely eating it right now, folks. She hit the ground, and she hit the ground hard. Lieutenant LaSalle whipping Jazz Dancer in at that corner. Tying Jazz up and a kick to the leg here. And now it's the team at the first response that have the dancers where they want them. Private Dancer with the big boot launch, and Lieutenant LaSalle over the top rope and outside of the floor, folks. That reminds me that later tonight we have women's contenders matchup, folks. And if the women involved in that one can hit the big boots half as effectively as Private Dancer just did, they're sure to pick up victory in that one. And then in the main event, of course, the Future Shop briefcase is on the line in the Stadium Royale 2025, folks. Who will pick up victory in that one? Remember, last year's winner was Lobo Azul of Los Bestias Locas, and he waited and held on to that Future Shop briefcase until he could attack then champion Major Attraction in the main event after the show was going off the air at March of Champions. Rest got up tonight, and Private has to make her way back, folks. Big right hands, Lieutenant LaSalle. Private Dancer squaring off outside here on the floor, and a neck breaker takes Lieutenant LaSalle down. Folks, that Future Shot briefcase is an opportunity you do not want to miss up. Loco successfully cashing it in. And both TKO and Tiernan Oak successfully cashing it in after winning the OTT Multi-Man Madness matchups to claim it. And rest count up to 8. Big backdrop from Lieutenant LaSalle. Lieutenant LaSalle makes it back into the ring, and this one's been waved off when she counted it. Did she win? I think Lieutenant LaSalle just made it back into the ring, folks. And Private Dancer has been counted out, so the win goes to the team of the First Response in their 10th ranked tag match. A massive win for them, but folks, they do not, I repeat, they do not get the championships due to Champion's Advantage. Private Dancer retains the gold even at taking a loss. And folks, I'm getting management ballistic in the back, folks. They're announcing it right now. We're going to get this as a rematch at Fight at the Opera 3. First Response will get another crack at the Dancer Sisters, folks, for those titles. What a women's tag match we just had, folks. Incredible scenes here as the First Response defeated the team of the Dancer Sisters via countout, so the titles did not change hands. That match will be rematched at Fight at the Opera 3 next month here at CWS. Mark your calendars for that one, folks. But up next, the Intercontinental Championship will be defended against this man right here representing the team of the Money Lovers. This is Mo Money! And Mo Money making the way to the ring right now, folks, with 8 wins, 7 losses. This is his 16th ranked singles matchup, folks, which is very, very impressive, seeing as he only debuted here in Season 2 CWS. Mixed response here for Mo Money as he makes his way to the ring for a title fight. If you haven't already subscribed to CWS, folks, what are you waiting for? It's where wrestling is all fun and games. If you know anybody that you think would like what we do here at CWS, send them this video. We are trying to build our audience, folks. We founded CWS in 2023. It's now 2025, ladies and gentlemen. We are growing. And here comes the Intercontinental Champion. It's Jackson Gage Harris, the Sergeant of Harm for the Grim Reapers Motorcycle Club, the right hand of Wrench M, the president of the club. making his way to the ring now, folks, with 15 wins, 9 losses in ranked singles competition in his 25th ranked matchup. Jackson Gage Harris, the only 2-time Intercontinental Champion here in CWS, ready to defend his championship against last month's Survivor. We saw Mo Money win that Survivor's matchup at Violent Night 2. Jackson lost that Intercontinental Championship to Pete Boggs at Violent Night in a tables matchup, folks, but he has since reclaimed that championship. The prize that's on the line in this fight tonight, folks, the CWS Intercontinental Championship. Mo Money with the face on him. He looks ready for this one. The singles fight of his life. And folks, the Grim Reapers, as well as Chase Money, banned from ringside here tonight, folks. We want no funny business in this title matchup. Speaking of title matchups, folks, our next bout on the card, Ren, last month's contender in the women's division, will be challenging Anaconda in our next bout, folks. And after that, the Survivors match for January 2025 is coming up, followed by the women's contenders matchup. Then Totally Not Mark is to defend his Internet's championship. Later on, we'll have the Revelation taking on Los Bestias Locos for the men's tag team titles. And then in the semi-main event, Hiro Satoshi, Eli Valentine, Kintsugi Kid, and Tiago K. Oliveira will do battle for the world's heavyweight title in a fatal 4-way and a stipulation matchup yet to be decided. Eli Valentine yet to make his decision public, but folks, I have been assured the decision has been made after winning that triple threat match this week here on Tombstone TV. Eli Valentine won the opportunity to pick the stick for the fatal 4-way title match tonight, folks. You'll find out what that is later on, I'm sure. And then, of course, in the main event, the Stadium Royale 2025. The last man surviving in that one, folks, will become the future shot briefcase holder. Massive powerbomb there. Jackson Gage Harris taking Mo Money flat down to the mat, and just like that, his spine went splat. Jackson Gage Harris going to the top. What they're looking for. Mo is set up dangerously, precariously, and Jackson misses the top rope. Leg drop, sits down flat. And Jackson just ran, oh my god, colliding with the referee, and Mo's got him up. Taking advantage of that collision, and my god, dropping throw first across the top rope. We've got to cover. One, not even a 1 count here, folks, as Jackson Gage Harris kicks out of that. Body shots, whipping off the ropes, and look at that tilt-a-whirl, dropping him flat down to the mat, folks, and that running splash, splashing the cash here. Mo Money targeted the arm here, Jackson Gage Harris. And folks, did Jackson really have enough time to recover after that 2 out of 3 falls tables match with Pete Boggs earlier this month, where he reclaimed the Intercontinental Championship that he'd lost previously? Has he fully recovered? My educated guess would say no, based on the damage that Mo has managed to inflict here to Gage. Surely it's academic at this point, folks. Is Mo Money going to be the Intercontinental Champion of CWS by the time Fight at the Opera 3 rolls round? He's going to splash the cash one more time. There it goes. And Mo, all that muscle and body weight across the chest here. And he's stalking Gage, taunting him to get up, daring him. And there we go, that money kick. Mo measuring Jackson again. Kicks him low, looking for that twist of fate, but Jackson gets out of that and launches back in his own attack with the clothesline. And that big back breaker. We've got the cover. Referee slow to get down, perhaps. Not even a 2 by the referee's count, but folks, I assure you that should have been more. Jackson bounces the head of Mo off that top turnbuckle. Mo fights out with a kick to the face. Dropping down. Leapfrog and Mo Money with that corkscrew shoulder tackle and a cover. We got it. 1, 2. And Jackson Gage Harris kicks out again. He breaks the whole shoulders off the mat. The referee stops the count. And Mo charges Jackson. And drops him. Snake eyes on that top turnbuckle. Grabbing the ankles and dragging him around the ring like that. Mo Money still in control. Jackson having his legs stomped on here by Mo Money. And Mo can smell it, folks. He thinks he's got victory right where he wants it. That top rope splashing the cash splash. Cracking the head of Gage off the flat of that mat. Mo is stalking Jackson one more time. Goes for the kick low for the twist fit, and Jackson evades, catches the leg. Whipping Mo off the ropes, coming back, and Jackson goes behind, float over. My God, will float under. Double underhook attack, and 1, 2, 3, just like that. Jackson Gage Harris retains the championship, and in his 16th ranked singles match, no less, folks. Mo Money going 8-8. Big loss there for him as he challenged for the Intercontinental Championship. But Jackson Gage Harris proving that he is the man to hold that gold, at least for now, folks. But who will be facing him in Fight with the Offer 3? You're going to find out with me later on tonight, folks, as Royal Albert Hall takes on Bobby Locke, the man they call Ozone, Motor, and Cara Demieto in that Survivor's matchup. Winner of that one will go to face Gage at Fight at the Opera 3. Folks, don't go anywhere, because before that, the women's world title is on the line as Las Bestias Locas' own Anaconda defends the women's championship against Ren. And folks, what must Las Bestias Locas be feeling right now, knowing that Prince Toro has already lost a championship? They had all the gold. They had the light heavyweight championship, the women's title, and the men's tag titles at the start of the night, folks. They won them all at Violent Night. Who will have what by the end of Stadium Royale 2025, folks? Find out with me. Ren takes on Anaconda in a women's world title matchup coming up right here next. Don't go anywhere. Our 4th matchup here tonight, folks, at Stadium Royale 2025, and the Women's World Championship is on the line. Which of these women will be the champion? Come Fight at the Opera 3. Heck, who's going to be the champion by the end of tonight, folks? Will it be this woman right here? Is Ren, making her way to the ring post for her 6th ranked singles matchup, folks. Former women's champion Ren making her way to the ring here right now. She won last month's Contenders bout at Violent Night 2. And here she is challenging for the world's title at Stadium Royale 2025. The freaky athleticism out of Ren, folks. Ren has made public she only feels joy when inflicting harm on others. Will she get to inflict harm on Las Bestias Locas here tonight, folks, if she can take another championship out of the grasps of the wild and crazy beasts? Boos. Resounding boos as the Women's World Champion makes her way down to the ring right now. Anaconda, representing the team of Las Bestias Locas. The only woman to go back to back in Contenders matches. 2 months in a row she won the Contenders matchup. Hannah, a two-time women's champion. A veteran of the simulated shoot game. She would love to retain the championship here tonight, folks, and put Ren down. And folks, the question's got to be asked. In a fight to the death, who wins? A Ren or a Anaconda? We're going to find out here live to tape in front of the Tombstoners in attendance. And for you guys watching at home, let me know in the comment section down below who's your favorite CWS virtual wrestler. What dream matches do you want to see on Tombstone TV? And let me know in the comment section down below, do you think is Prince Toro done with Bruno Bravo? Who do you think's going to win the rematch next month between the team of the First Response and the Dancer Sisters? And folks, who do you think's going to win Survivors later on tonight? Will it be Royal Alberto, Bobby Locke, Ozone, the man they call Motor, or Cara Demiedo? And who's going to win this matchup, folks? As the referee rings the bell, Ren unloads some furious chops to the face here of Hannah and knocks her flat down to the mat, driving the knee of Hannah into the mat right now. And again, the knee to the face and stomping across the back of the ankles here. Ren is in control of Anaconda in the early stages of this one. Big clothesline here, and Hannah gets taken off her feet. As Hannah rolls to the outside looking for escape, Ren won't let her have it. Ren follows her out in a big high angle slam outside on the floor. Ren launching Hannah back into the ring. We already saw it tonight in women's action, folks. Champion's advantage in play. You know that Ren does not want to fall victim to the same thing that happened to the First Response. Big splash in that corner. And a stomp across the back of the ankles here. And Anaconda might have taken control of this one now. Dropping an elbow across the back. And an elbow around the face. Stomp onto the head again, and Anaconda drives the knee into the face here of Ren. And going for a cover is damn near the center of the ring. One, and Ren gets her shoulders off the mat at one. Anaconda's got a bit more to do, but my God, a kick across the face, and Anaconda got rocked by Ren just there. Bounces the head off that top turnbuckle. And a kick to the midsection. Ren from the second rope. Canadian Ren Destroyer. The Canadian Ren Destroyer going for the cover. She's got it, folks. And 1, 2. Anaconda kicking out at 2 and retain is still in the fight, folks. She's still the champion. Ren, big belly to back suplex, and Hannah got dropped hard, high on her back, low on her neck, whichever way you want to look at it. And Ren waddling with the leg drop. As Ren taunts the fans and teases, thinking it's her moment. Ren's got her up on her shoulders, and Hannah escapes, drops down, open hand slaps, gut punch, throat punch, throat punch. Anaconda now dragging Ren over. And this time it's Ren rolling over the ropes, using them to pull herself up, and Anaconda's measured her. Big right hand to the face, dragging her face back and forth across that top rope. Releasing before the ref got to the count of 5, and my gosh, she's looking for the Anaconda Vice. Anaconda Vice. This is how she won the title. This is how she won that title. And Ren has it scouted and gets out of it. Knees to the back of the head. You know, Ren has been practicing at getting out of that one. big bear hug, and oh my god. Anaconda driving the point of the elbow, and the Mongolian ear claps. Scooping right up, oh my god, look at that for a spine buster, folding her in half. That's it, folks. 1, 2, 3. Anaconda picking up another victory, folks. And it's not all doom and gloom in the world of Los Bestias Locas after all, as Anaconda retains the gold. How will Los Bestias Locas, Pantera Roados, and Loco Lobos who fare tonight, folks, when they go up against a revelation with the tag team titles on the line? I'm hugely excited for that bout, folks, but before that, there's plenty more action yet to come here at Stadium Royale 2025. Don't go anywhere. Survivors matchup coming up next, where 5 men will fight and eliminate each other. Last man standing will challenge Jackson Gage Harris for the Intercontinental Championship at Fight at the Opera 3 next month, folks. Huge opportunity on the line. Who is going to be brave enough to take it? Welcome back, folks, for our next matchup. It's the Survivors match. Winner of this one will be the number 1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship, and they will face Jackson Gage Harris. Fight at the Opera 3 just next month, folks. And look at this. Introducing first, one half of the team known as Lock and Load, former tag team champions of the world. This is Bobby Lock, and Bobby Lock sliding his way into the ring, hoping to take no prisoners tonight, folks. Bobby Lock would love to go up against Jackson Gage Harris for the Intercontinental Championship. Will he get his wish? To do so, he must outwit, outlast, and outsurvive the other 4 men in this 5-man elimination matchup, folks. Introducing second in this one, representing the team of Cara de los Muertes. This is Cara de Miedo. And Cara de Miedo, folks, standing solemn atop the ramp. Massive opportunity before him. He too would love to challenge Jackson Gage Harris for the Intercontinental Championship. Some people say that Miedo is in the shadow of his brother Cara del Diablo. Miedo doing all he can to step out of that shadow and become his own man. Cara de los Muertes unlucky earlier this month when they tag teamed up and lost a matchup to Jean Le Baptiste and Lord and Xavier, of course, the Revelation, putting down Cara de los Muertes. And the Revelation have gone from strength to strength since, folks, and they are in the men's tag team championship matchup tonight, as they will challenge Los Bestias Locas, Pantera Roados, and Loco Lobo Azul for the tag team titles. Absolutely huge match later tonight for those tag titles, folks. But a huge opportunity on the line right now for these guys in this Survivors matchup. And introducing third, this is Royal Albert Tall. He is also a former men's tag team champion alongside his partner Big Ben. The team of Big and Tall, the longest reigning men's tag team champions here in CWS for their reign of 142 days. They held those titles. Will Royal Albert Hall book his spot opposite Jackson Gage Harris to Fight at the Opera 3? Will he have the opportunity to challenge for singles gold here in CWS? We know that Big Ben has been trying to rehab his singles record. Royal Albert Hall could do with working on his as well, folks. This particular matchup right now is not a ranked matchup in the singles careers of any of these men. But Royal Albert Hall does have a woeful singles record. Much better as a tag team competitor is Royal Albert Hall. You can imagine that he must want Big Ben and himself to team up more often to help improve his standings here in CWS. Whereas Big Ben seems to be good whether or not he's tagging, whether he's singles. Royal Albert Hall in third in this one, and who, folks, is coming down fourth? It's Ozone, the man that gravity didn't remember. Ozone making his way to the ring at Stadium Royale 2025. Our inaugural Intercontinental Champion, of course, hasn't held the championship since way back at the beginning, folks. He lost the title in Fight at the Opera 1. Season 1, folks. Next month is Fight at the Opera 3. If Ozone picks up victory tonight, folks, he could be competing for the title he lost at Fight at the Opera 1 way back when at our first show. Folks, that was also a multi-man ladder match, and it was Fabian Nils who came out on top of that one. Fabian, who had been previously the light heavyweight champion, he lost that to Dr. Dermatology on Tombstone TV, and then got into the Intercontinental Championship matchup, folks. Back to the start of CWS. And now look at this man making his way to the ring representing the Grim Reapers. He's a fully patched in member of the Motorcycle Club now. This is the man formerly known as Yamamoto, a previous Contenders winner. Now he goes by Motor, and Motor looks ready to do the business here tonight, folks. However, if he does pick up victory, it will be Motor versus Jackson Gage Harris at Fight at the Opera 3. Two members of the Reapers going toe-to-toe and blow for the Intercontinental Championship. I kind of want to see it. Referee rings the bell, and this thing starts off. Ref has to run out of the way, and this is going to be carnage, folks. The dynamic cam zooming around here, seeing what they can do. We've got all the men in the matchup squaring off with each other here. Motor with Ozone against the ropes, rocking a hard place here. Forearm shots to the lower back. And a big running splash in the corner to Demi Yato. Motor's taking everyone down. And Royal Albert Hall drops Bobby Locke, and Motor takes down Tall. This is elimination rules, of course, folks. Motor with the running power slam to Bobby Locke, and Motor looks like he is in total control here now, folks. Tall whipping Motor into the corner. I guess you can't be in control forever. European uppercut in the corner. Bobby Locke now with the kendo stick, and he's attacking Ozone with the stick on the outside. Ozone has introduced that trash can to proceedings, and he's quicker than a whip it here. Ozone, look at that freaky athleticism from Ozone. And Locke just tossing that kendo stick. He's lucky he didn't connect with fans in attendance. In the ring, Motor, he's got Royal Albert Hall by the throat. He's picked him up, and a choke slam. Motor with that choke slam. And now two hands wrapped around the throat of Motor, and he's tossed around. Oh my God. Tall getting dropped and rocked here by the man that they call Motor. Motor with the trash can, and Tall kicks him. He's going low, and what's Tall got in mind here, folks? He's got him up for the gory position. And Motor manages to get out of that submission predicament. And it's chaos here in the arena, folks. And a big spike here from Motor to Tall. Ozone with that kick, and look at the freaky athleticism of Ozone to take down Motor with that spinning head scissors. And Miedo now with the chair in hand, and he just launched that at Royal Abertal. I do believe he's busted him open, and Royal Abertal is bleeding out of the top of his head, folks. And Tall just launching Miedo over the top of the head and flat onto his back and head on those tin pads outside on the floor, the virtual pads to protect the virtual athletes from the virtual concrete below. And Ozone with that springboard assisted drop kick, and Motor eating some shots here from Ozone. Tall on the outside, scooping up Miedo and drops him face first onto that sledgehammer. And look at Bobby Locke taking Motor down. 1, 2, and Motor gets the shoulder up, and Bobby Locke just drops Ozone and bursts him open with a running DDT. You know the Locke would want to get a hand on Gage, but first if he could get to eliminate Motor himself, he'd love that. Look at this, and Ozone gets the shoulder up off of Bobby Locke's offense. I thought that was a 3. Locke sneaking up behind Miedo. Miedo getting slammed into that corner. And now Motor with the kendo stick, but Bobby Locke blocks the attack. Miedo with some shots to the back here of Bobby Locke, whipping into the corner and now kicking low on Motor. Miedo right hand turns Motor inside out, but Motor wrenches back with an elbow. And a big boot from Motor to Miedo, and we've got a cover here. We got the 1, we got the 2, we got the 3. Miedo is out. Motor targets Locke, and on the outside a big power bomb to Ozone on the out on the floor. Ozone and Tall on the outside. Meanwhile in the ring, Bobby Locke and the man that they call Motor doing battle. We've got the cops against the suspected criminals here in the Grim Reapers, as Tall grabs a table and introduces that to the proceedings. Ozone lands a drop kick and takes Bobby Locke down, and now Motor introducing himself back into the action. Motor's pulling out a ladder. What the heck, a ladder shot to the head. A ladder shot to the head of Bobby Locke, and he just tosses the ladder on top of Ozone and runs right into the big boot of Royal Abertal. Royal Abertal dragging Motor around the place. Bobby Locke whipping Ozone into the ring, giving chase. Motor launched in by Royal Abertal. All 4 men in the ring. Bobby Locke clubbering blow across the back here of Ozone as Tall gets his head bashed in off that top turnbuckle by Motor. Big clothesline in the corner. Bobby Locke with the running DDT to Royal Abertal. And Motor's there to scoop up Locke when he least expects it. An overhead throw. And Motor scooping up Tall. Release, front face, lock, suplex position, and a cover. 1, 2, not even a 2 count here. And Bobby Locke goes to attack Ozone with that steel chair, but Ozone blocked it. Did you see that, folks? Ozone blocked it, and on the inside of the ring, Motor tossing Tall around the ring on a kendo stick. Motor no-selling the kendo stick, but can't no-sell the kick to the face. High knee from Ozone. Bobby Locke is down. Motor is down, and Tall in the ring with the sledgehammer now. Sledgehammer shots to Ozone's back. Sledgehammer shots to the midsection here of Motor, and Tall is bleeding profusely, folks. A pinfall attempt in the center of the ring, and Ozone kicks out. His dream of getting to fight at the Opera 3 is living large here, folks. And look, Bobby Locke was stalking Ozone and Royal Abertal, applying the front face lock. Is he gonna tap out? Is Locke gonna tap out here, folks? He doesn't. Tall releases the hold, and Ozone with the needed Motor and the cover. Is Ozone gonna steal one here? 2, 3, Ozone stealing the pinfall, and Bobby Locke is out. His dream of defeating Gage for the Intercontinental Championship is over, but Ozone's still alive. Royal Abertal still alive in this one. Motor just got burst open by Royal Albert. Tall's opponent, Ozone. And look at that, Ozone taking Tall down. Motor bleeding from the top of his head. Royal Alberto bleeding from his head, and folks, which I believe at Ozone, spitting out his own blood there, bleeding from the top of his head. It is barbaric here at the Stadium Royale 2025. Dragon Screw and Ozone's head connected with those steps. Massive double underhook power bomber release from Motor to Toll. We got the 1, we got the 2, and 3, and Motor and Ozone. One of these guys is going to face Jackson Gage Harris. Will we get the dream of seeing Reaper versus Reaper for the IC title? Or will Ozone go to fight at the Opera 3 to fight for the title? He lost at fight at the Opera 1. What an interesting final 2 in this Survivors matchup. Motor drops down. And the big power slam taking Ozone flat down to the mat, and just like that, Motor looks like he's in control. Double underhook, he's got the power bomb, release again, and Motor with the cover. 1, 2, 3. At fight at the Opera 3, ladies and gentlemen, the man that they call Motor will challenge his own stablemate and his friend Jackson Gage Harris for the Intercontinental Championship. What are the rest of the Reapers thinking backstage now as they're watching this unfold? Folks, massive, massive win for the man that they call Motor in this Survivors matchup. Thrilled to bits with that one, folks. Really excited to see where that one goes. Huge win for the man that they call Motor. Folks, don't go anywhere. The women's contenders matchup is coming up right here next at Stadium Royale 2025. Our 6th matchup here on the show at Stadium Royale 2025, folks, and it's our 14th women's contenders matchup. The winner of this 10-woman over-the-top rope elimination style matchup will go to face Hannah Conda at fight at the Opera 3 for the Women's World's title. 2 women will start this bout. Those are the true numbers 1 and 2. They will face off with each other until either they are alone in the ring or enough time has passed for a new entrant to come down. At timed intervals, new entrants will arrive, folks. But if you find yourself alone in the ring, the next person gets sent out to meet you. This will rinse and repeat until all 10 have entered. The match won't end until all 10 have entered and 9 have gone over the top rope and had both of their feet hit the floor. And folks, look at this. The woman that won last month's contenders matchup, former women's champion. This is Ren. Of course, we saw her in action earlier tonight, folks, in matchup number 4 when she lost to Hannah Conda. If Ren wins here tonight, we could get that rematch, that fight at the Opera 3. But she'd have to go the gauntlet, folks. She'd have to bookend this thing, and we've never had anyone do that here in CWS. No one who's entered at number 1 has gone on to win the bout. Could Ren be the one to do it, folks? The emotional nightmare herself in the ring as we await that person unlucky enough to have drawn second in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Bella Trix representing the tag team of Starshine and Trix, former women's tag team champion. Bella Trix making her way down to the ring. You know, her mentor, the Lady Starshine, is backstage somewhere watching on. Lady Starshine, who is a previous women's champion and a previous contender herself, you'd think the veteran will have passed on some hints and tips to Bella Trix. Bella Trix in at number 2. And the referee brings a bell, and this one starts off with Ren just dragging Bellatrix over to the ropes looking for a quick elimination. And my God, Bellatrix just ducked under. Ren obviously tired from her match earlier tonight, folks. Foolishly charged, and Bellatrix pulled the rope down. Ren went over the top, and now looking at number 3, the Wildcat Kitty Richards, former women's champion, the woman that won the first ever women's contenders matchup. And Kitty gets dropped with a neck breaker, and Bellatrix now looking to eliminate the Wildcat, the lead guitarist of the rock and roll band known as Wild Tiger. And the elbows to the shin here as Wildcat Kitty Richards eats a leaping fist from Bellatrix. And Bellatrix looking strong in this one. Right-handed chop, but gets blocked. And now look at this. Kitty with the shoulder tackle taking Bellatrix down. Kitty locking up with Bella here and dragging Bella over to the ropes. And Kitty, you gotta watch out. You just saw Ren do the same thing earlier, but this time Kitty connects and Bellatrix gets eliminated. The Wildcat Kitty Richards alone in the ring, and the countdown clock appears in the dynamic arm, catching the Wildcat celebrating up on top of the turnbuckle. And folks, look at this one. It's Grace Angels representing the Lord's Angels and the Revelation themselves. Grace in this one, inaugural women's tag team champion, charging across the ring here looking to get a hip attack on Kitty, but Kitty gets the feet up, connecting with the top of the head of Grace here, whipping her off the ropes, drop down. And look at the drop toe hold, and Kitty walking across the tight rope. Grace getting disrespected there. And now Kitty taking Grace over to the corner, into the turnbuckle, and the Wildcat Kitty Richards looking for her second elimination of the matchup here, looking to eliminate Grace Angels. She drives the point of the elbow into the eyeball. It seems that the Wildcat Kitty Richards, and my God, a code breaker. Double knees to the face, and Kitty is down, and she looks out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Rolling senton here from Grace Angels with back-to-back rolling sentons. A third one into the sternum here. That exposed, and a fourth into the exposed sternum here as the former women's champ, and a fifth, but no, the knees went up. Kitty lifted the knees here, and Grace got caught with that one. Kitty now whipping Grace off the ropes, and that corkscrew elbow to the face. Wildcat Kitty Richards is now just toying with her prey. Grace, you should have killed the beast while you had her in the corner. Kitty choking Grace. And now Grace trying to drag her way around the ring, and Kitty locking up and whips her off the ropes. Drop down again. Wildcat Kitty Richards leaps over the top and goes for that running kick, but Grace catches her and drops her with that DDT. And look at this now. Looking for a Uranagi, but Kitty gets up and under, and 2 feet to the face. And folks, the next center making the way down to the ring, it looks to be Misfortune. Kitty launches Grace over the top rope, and that double-footed drop kick, and Grace is out, and Fortune strikes, whipping Kitty off the ropes to drop down to leapfrog, and Misfortune with the arm drag, it was a hip toss, taking Kitty flat down to the mat, and now it's up to Kitty to take the fight to the freshest woman in the matchup, as Misfortune has to do battle with the Wildcat Kitty Richards, who has 2 eliminations to her name in this bout. Misfortune catches the hair of the Wildcat Kitty Richards and slams her head flat down to the mat, and a big right hand going over the top. Misfortune with Kitty in the corner. A Kitty drives the right hand into the face here of Misfortune. Kitty goes underneath and pulls Fortune flat down to the floor, and driving all of her body weight. You saw that handstand, and driving all the body weight into the arm here of Misfortune. The Wildcat Kitty Richards, folks, once a focal point of the women's division here in CWS, has sort of dropped off their rankings in recent months. looking to make a statement here. The Wildcat looking to claim an opportunity at the Women's Championship. And look at that, the Wildcat pounces and takes Misfortune down. The Wildcat with that super kick, and Fortune is dropped. Kitty spent as well, pulling herself back up to her feet, and the CWS countdown clock appears on screen one more time, folks. Kitty whipping Fortune over the top rope, and a third elimination. And ladies and gentlemen, it's El Dorado. Former two-time women's champion El Dorado making her way to the ring and walks right into the clutches of Kitty. Dorado up in the ropes, and Kitty goes for the clothesline, and El Dorado taken straight over the top and outside of the floor. The Wildcat Kitty Richards eliminating everybody put before her, folks. Misfortune still making her way up the ramp as Ratchet Riley Rose hits the ring. Thanks for coming, El Dorado. Not your finest moment here, but the Wildcat now taking the fight to Ratchet Riley Rose. And look at that. 2 feet across the face, and Ratchet's just walked into a fast and a furious Wildcat Kitty Richards. I spoke to Kitty earlier today, folks, and she told me the Wild Tiger have been in the studio. Look at that for a leaping super kick. They're writing new music. They're recording more work, folks, and that album is due out later this year. That running hip attack does not connect this time, but the second one it does, and Kitty make another eliminations here, folks. The Wildcat Kitty Richards in at number 3, and she's eliminated everybody in her path. As Aerial Wrestler makes her way down to the ring, folks. Kitty Richards up on the top rope, and she is, my God, she just ate Aerial's boot. Aerial with the kick to the face, and look at this, out the gates, flattening, absolutely flattening the Wildcat, and now Aerial with the Wildcat up on the ropes, leaps into the air, knee to the face. Kitty falls face forward into the ring, folks, not out of it. This Wildcat surely has got 9 lives to be still in this one. Aerial locking up with the Wildcat Kitty Richards over the rope, and here we go. It looks like Aerial's launching the Wildcat over the top, looking to power her out, and the Wildcat's holding on for dear life, folks. Somehow Kitty Richards is holding on strong at Stadium Royale 2025. And that super kick. Standing shooting star. And folks, Aerial in control of the Wildcat right now. Look at that. Aerial and Kitty, 2 fantastic women's competitors here in CWS. And up on the top rope, look at this. Kitty fights her way back into it with her right hand. Kitty dropping Aerial flat down. Pulling on the hair like that now, folks. My goodness gracious me. The Wildcat Kitty Richards has been in this one for quite a while. She's been in it for a minute, and she looks destined to win it. The CWS countdown clock appears on screen one more time as the Wildcat leaps into Aerial Wrestler and takes her down to the mat, folks. Wildcat dragging Aerial over to the ropes, looking to make an elimination, and folks, that's Wanda Curse. Wanda Curse making her way into the ring, folks. Wanda watching on, locking up with the Wildcat. Wanda dragging Kitty Richards over to the corner. Wanda Curse, the former 2-time women's champion. Wanda has won 2 contenders matches as well, folks, and now she has to try to survive the Wildcat Kitty Richards and Aerial Wrestler. And any of these women could do it, folks. Any of these women could be the one to go and face hand-to-hand fight at the upper 3 for the women's heavyweight Championship of the world. All believable competitors, believable challenges to Anaconda's throne, Anaconda's title. The Wildcat missed with that massive kick. And Ariel gets caught with a backbreaker here from the Wildcat. Kitty dragging Ariel over the ropes, and Kitty looking for that kick again, maybe. Talking trash here to Ariel, wrestler. Kitty might regret that, talking too much trash. Goes for that corkscrew, but she's clearly tired, folks. She's missing moves left, right, and center. She just ran into that big boot. And Kitty goes for that kick again and misses it. The desperation and the pain is clear to be felt. You can see it all over the face of the Wildcat. Kitty Richards. Wanda now focuses on Ariel, trying to eliminate Ariel, wrestler from the bout. Over the top rope, but she's still in it because both her feet haven't hit the floor, folks. And Kitty Richards has a moment to breathe. And the Cedar West countdown clock appears one more time on the screen, folks. And who is coming in? Folks, to me, that looks like it is the Lady Starshine, the inaugural CWS Women's Champion, former Tag Team Women's Champion, winner of a contenders matchup. This woman has done it all in virtual wrestling. In simulated shoot combat, there is no one else to beat. She is the standard, the measuring stick, the mother of the Starshine Kid, a member of the Cosmic Alliance, and of Starshine Ed Tricks, the Lady Starshine, the veteran in the biz. Targeting Ariel, of course, with the history between those two. It was Ariel that defeated the Lady Starshine and took the women's title from her, of course. Forearm shot to the back here, and Kitty whipping Lady Starshine into the ropes, and a drop toe hold, and Lady Starshine gets taken down. Kitty walking the tightrope across the back again. Kitty getting launched into the corner. Starshine with some kicks to the back here. A Wanda curse. And Kitty dragging Ariel over the ropes. Talking trash to Ariel again. Kitty, just get the eliminations. You've been in it for so long, Kitty. It would be such an inspiring story if the Wildcat won the match at this point. And look at that super kick. Kitty Richards whipping Ariel over the top rope, and Ariel can't hold on. Kitty with another elimination, folks. She's got to have the record for most eliminations. So many that I've lost count, and I'll have to go back and check the statistics at the end of this one. Wanda misses Wiley. Lady Starshine kicking low at the back of the legs here. Wanda curse. And now Wanda's in trouble as the Lady Starshine gets her onto her shoulders. And the Lady Starshine releases Wanda face first over the top. And folks, the Wildcat Kitty Richards and the Lady Starshine doing battle at Stadium Royale 2025. One of these women likely to become women's #1 contender to go to fight at the Opera 3. Challenge Anaconda for the title. Lady Starshine and Anaconda, obviously no strangers to each other with the history that they share as veterans in the business. And look at this, the corkscrew elbow misses, the dropkick misses. The Wildcat Kitty Richards absolutely doing Wild Tiger proud in this one, folks. Lady Starshine looking to shove her off the corner elimination. One of the hardest eliminations to achieve in the matchup. There's just so much to hold on to. Kitty makes it back into the ring. And Starshine takes her leg. And the Lady Starshine's locked in, an ankle lock. Kitty has eliminated so many people with that running kick, running hip attack. Maybe the Lady Starshine wants to remove the ability to run here. And look at that hip attack of her own. Starshine now whipping Kitty over the top rope and outside of the floor, and the Lady Starshine has done it. She wins Contenders 14. Lady Starshine will challenge Anaconda at Fight at the Opera 3, folks, in February. for the women's title. That is going to be an absolutely huge matchup, folks. Anaconda versus Lady Starshine. I can't wait to see it already, folks. That is going to be an absolutely massive matchup. And speaking of massive matchups, Totally Not Mark puts his internet championship and his undefeated streak on the line, folks. Next, who will be challenging Totally Not Mark for the title? Find out with me next, folks. A Stadium Royale 2025 rages on. Welcome back to Stadium Royale 2025. My name is Bullet Bonos. I'm the voice of all things Championship Wrestling Series related. And I want to thank you for being here with us tonight, folks. Coming up next, the CWS Championship of the Internet on the line. As this man, folks, challenges Totally Not Mark for the championship. Can you believe it, folks? The man that brought the CWS Internet Championship to CWS. This is Garen Noon, former CWS Internet Champion, former Heavyweight Champion, former Contender winner. Garen Noon is going to challenge Totally Not Mark for the Internet Championship, folks. Which of these guys is truly the champion of the Internet? Is it Garen Noon? You should follow him, folks. He's delicious. Find him on all socials. Virtual pro wrestler extraordinaire, musician, comedian, influencer. This guy is a podcaster. He's got his fingers in all the pies. And it looks like he's trying to rebuild from where he started, folks. Recently going through those battles with Tiernan Og over the Heavyweight Championship. Garen Noon with his eyes set firmly back on the prize of becoming a two-time Internet champion. No one's done that, folks. Garen with 5 wins and 4 losses to his record. This is his 10th ranked singles matchup. And Garen Noon, the social media megastar, taking on another social media megastar in this man. Here he is, folks. It's Marky Fitz. It's Totally Not Mark, the CWS Internet champion, hailing from Cork, Ireland. Totally Not Mark making his way to the ring. And if you don't follow Mark, folks, you gotta check him out for all your manga and gaming and just your general comedy needs. Marky Fitz putting the Internet's championship on the line against the man that brought it to the company. 5 wins, 0 losses in singles action for Totally Not Mark. And here he is, folks, going up against another megastar, also with 5 wins. However, he does have 4 losses. This beautiful Internet's championship is what's on the line. The fans in attendance here, mixed reactions for both of these guys. Battle for the Internet. Totally Not Mark has been dominant since arriving on the scene in CWS. Undefeated, 5-0. Defending his championship against the man who brought the title to the company. Mark hands the referee the Internet's championship, and Garen Noon, Mark's surprise opponent for the night, folks. We've got Totally Not Mark and Garen Noon in action. Where else would you get it but Championship Wrestling Series, folks? This is where the best virtual wrestlers virtually wrestle. And totally not Mark with the running neck breaker, taking Garen down. And a kick across that lower back. Look at the Stadium Royale, folks. Totally not Mark stomping away, dropping the knees across the back of Garen. And that side leg sweep, and he's taking him flat down. Mark is in control. And as I say it, Garen leaps to the air, flying elbow. Turning Mark inside out, up onto the shoulders. And he's just dropped him throat first across that top rope. But Marky still has enough wherewithal to kick Garen off. Garen with the ring awareness to slide to the outside, and Marky's giving chase. Locking up with Garen on the outside, scoops him up. He's hooked the leg, and look at this. My goodness gracious me. Marky did train to be a pro wrestler on the Emerald Isle, folks. This guy has done battles with some of Ireland's best. And now he's taking his talents to the virtual wrestling game as well. And totally not Mark kicks low, scoops him up, and the running power bomb to Garen. And Garen clipped the ropes on the way down, folks, and rolling to the outside again. Looks like he's trying to no-sell the offense, maybe walking it off, and Marky goes underneath and drops Garen with the neck breaker. Folks, as far as internet wrestling celebrities go, these are two of the finest here in CWS. Two of the finest that you'll find anywhere. Marky whipping Garen off the ropes in a quick drop down. And look at this. Rolls underneath and he's locked in that Boston Crab. But Garen has the ring presence and awareness to grab the ropes and break the hold. And Marky is looking for that clover leaf. But Garen again getting to the ropes. Garen is so powerful. He is so tall. And he's got such natural ring awareness, folks. He reaches the ropes each time that Marky applies these submission holds. Marky is the master of the cloverleaf, of course. It's not the only way he knows to win matches, though, folks. Totally not Mark could get you from anywhere. And look at Garen dragging the eyes of Mark across that top rope, and Mark has been blinded. Can Garen take advantage of the opportunity? A stiff shot, the fastest hand in Mayo. And now Garen looking like he's removed that top turnbuckle pad. We've got the Mayo Man versus the Corkonian. And Garen dropping Mark across that top rope again. Garen goes for the right hand. Mark rolls out of the way. Mark has got to watch himself against Garen. We know that he's been prone to produce these brass knuckles. We saw it against Tiernan Og a few times. And the running powerbomb. Mark just dropped him again. Can Mark get the cover? We've got the 1, we've got the 2, we've got the 3, and totally not. Mark goes 6-0 and retains his championship here. Totally not. Mark is still the champion of the internet. And folks, I'm sure that Garen Noon will not be happy with that one. Marky getting booed here as he drags that championship out of the grasp of the referee. And as we are here in Rome, folks, where gladiators do battle, totally not Mark stands atop of this Coliseum. The internet championship firmly in his hands. Folks, don't go anywhere. Next up, we've got the men's tag team titles on the line as Los Bestias Locos defend the titles from Jean Le Baptiste and Lord and Savior, the Revelation. And then, folks, the semi-main event, that fatal 4-way matchup for the heavyweight championship of the world. Eli Valentine takes on Kintsugi Kid and Hiro Satoshi and Thiago K. Oliveira, which of them will be the heavyweight champion of the world by the end of tonight, folks. And then in our main event, we'll have 30 men competing over the top rope elimination style, the Stadium Royale, folks. The winner of that will get a future shot briefcase. They'll have the opportunity to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world at a time and place of their choosing, folks. Absolutely massive stakes left to play for here at Stadium Royale 2025. Don't go anywhere. That men's tag team title matchup coming up right here next. The Revelation Challenge for the titles against Los Bestias Locas. Matchup number 8 here at Stadium Royale 2025. I'm so both and awesome, folks, in this next bout is an Extreme Rules Tag Team matchup, and it's for the CWS Men's Tag Team Championships of the World. Introducing first, this is Jean Le Baptiste. And here comes his tag team partner. Are you following the revelation? This is Lord and Xavier, the tag team known as the Revelation, making their way down to the ring here at Stadium Royale 2025. And folks, when in Rome, follow Lord and Xavier. This team with 2 wins, 0 losses to their record. We saw them recently defeating their long-term rivals, Cara Stellas Mortes, the team of Cara Del Diablo and his brother Cara Demiedo, and then picking up victory again in that triple threat tag matchup where they defeated the teams of Hammer and Nails and the Cosmic Alliance, Moonbeam Originales and Moonbeam Jr., affording them this opportunity. In only their 3rd tag team bout, they're challenging for the titles up against a fearsome duo, Los Bestias Locas. Folks, if you haven't already subscribed, then what are you waiting for? Championship Wrestling Series is where the best virtual wrestlers virtually wrestle, and look at this, the Revelation look ready. And here come the men's tag team champions of the world. Los Bestias Locas are here, folks. The pyro going off always catches me off guard, folks. That's Pantera Roa Dos on the left, and on your right, Loco Lobo Azul, 2-time men's tag team champions. The only duo to do that together, the only other person to have held the titles on more than one occasion, of course, being the man that they call Motor, holding it with both Tommy Torque Thompson and Wrench M of the Grim Reapers. The Loco Lobo Azul, Pantera Roa Dos of Los Bestias Locas, defending their titles here tonight in an Extreme Rules tag match where all 4 men will be legal and all weapons will be legal in that one, folks. Loco Lobo Azul, former Future Shop briefcase holder, folks. He's done very well at the Stadium Royale. He won here last year, picking up a victory in that Stadium Royale match. Speaking of which, folks, we will have that in our main event here tonight. Referee just rings the bell and this thing starts off, folks. And look at this, Pantera immediately taking Jean Le Baptiste flat down to the mat. 1 count, and the referee forced to stop the count as Baptiste gets out of that pinfall predicament. And look, oh my God, is Jean Le Baptiste already burst open, rolling to the outside here. A game of cat and mouse here between Pantera Roa Dos and Jean Le Baptiste as Loco Lobo Azul hits Lord and Xavier with a big backbreaker. And a second one as Pantera's getting choked here. Now the 2 big men center of the ring. Jean Le Baptiste already bleeding profusely from the top of his head. And Loco taking the fight back to Lord and Xavier here, folks. And Pantera going to the outside, and he's got a stick, folks, ready to beat Jean Le Baptiste even more bloody with that stick. Loco rolling to the outside as Pantera breaks the stick off the body of Jean Le Baptiste here at Stadium Royale 2025 edition. Thank you for joining us. Oh my God, Loco just slamming Lord and Xavier with a ladder shot to the face. I'm gonna take a sip out of my coffee as the action rages on here. What's Lord and Xavier looking for here? My God, a Canadian Destroyer outside of the floor. Loco lucky to be surviving that one. And in the ring, Pantera now. He's got Jean Le Baptiste for the Red Cross. My God, the strength of this man. Up high. And Jean Le Baptiste escapes it. Of course, he's got that one scouted. He and Lord and Savior used that move as well, folks, but they refer to it as the High Cross. And my God, Baptiste. Kick the sins, my God. Sweet sin. Music to his ears there. And now, Jean Le Baptiste, Loco Lobo Azul doing battle on the outside. Massive, massive powering of Loco Lobo Azul up and over by Jean Le Baptiste. And Pantera's got to get out here and get back into the action. The Running Bulldog! Running Bulldog to Jean Le Baptiste. And Lord and Xavier. Big sidewalk slam, like a mat effect thing. Oh my God, I think Loco's been burst open. Oh my goodness gracious me, Jean Le Baptiste just tossing the steps off the face of Pantera. Dos outside on the floor. And this is a wild brawl here, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't subscribed to us, how are you going to get reminders for Tombstone TV? Fight at the Opera 3 and March of Champions 2 are upcoming events, folks. Another Running Bulldog from Pantera Roa Dos to Jean Le Baptiste here on the outside, and now the Lord with the sledgehammer just tossing that at Loco Lobo Azul. The Lord's chops and kicks. Neckbreaker taking down Pantera Roa Dos, and folks, we might have new champions here tonight. Loco and Pantera. Oh my God, a suicide dive to the outside. As Jean Le Baptiste missed completely. A bit of a miscommunication there between the Revelation. Jean Le Baptiste landed hard into that ladder on the outside. He's back up on his feet, but he's got to be worse for wear. Running on fumes. He's got to be just running on fumes and prayers at this point. And look at this big power bomb. Can Pantera get out of it? He escapes the power bomb attempt on the outside. Jean Le Baptiste with the running splash here of Pantera. And folks, it looks like Loco Lobo Azul is adding a table to the affair here. Chaos here at the Stadium Royale, but the men's tag team titles are on the line. We've got Pantera Roa Dos and Loco. Oh my God, that power slam again by Pantera, and on the outside, Loco's got him up for the Red Cross. The Lord just Red Crossed into that barricade. And the Lord gets right back up with that step up, that drop kick, and Loco gets dropped. And now the Lord is stalking Loco Lobo Azul. He's kicked him. And the Lord lifting him up. My God, that corkscrew driver. Pantera with the sledgehammer to the midsection of the Lord. And that suicide dive this time connects. Jean Le Baptiste connects with Pantera, driving him into the barricade. And then a shotgun drop kick from Loco to the lower back of Jean Le Baptiste. And now it's Los Bestias Locos who are in control. The champions looking to retain the titles here. Ground and pound offense here from Loco to the Lord. The action spilling all over the arena here. And Loco going for the clothesline, but the Lord stepped up and got him with that drop kick again. Another Lord with the sledgehammer in hand, and he gets Pantera into the midsection. And a big forearm shot. Loco taking the Lord down. Loco Lobo Azul launching Lord and Xavier back into the ring. And now Loco stalking Lord and Xavier in the center of the ring. Is he looking for that Loco jackhammer? He's got him up. And he's dropped him with that Loco jackhammer. The referee for the count, but Jean Le Baptiste saw it coming. Diving in on the ring to break up that count. Battered and bloodied, and Jean Le Baptiste still has the awareness to save the matchup for his team. And the Running Bulldog taking Loco Lobo Azul down. Pantera now running into harm's way. And Baptiste, oh my God, the overhead throw. Launching Pantera flat to the floor. The Lord is up and he's telling the fans what he thinks of them, and a somersault flip to the outside, taking Pantera down. Northern Xavier can fly. That big splash again for Jean-Baptiste Lobo Azul, and I think this is anyone's match to win. And look at Jean-Baptiste. He's got him up for the high cross on the outside, into the barricade, onto the ladder, and Lobo Azul is surely out of this one. Pantera with the clothesline to Lord and Xavier. Can the Revelation take advantage? Or will Pantera fight them off single-handed? Look at that, he caught him, one-hand choke slam. The Lord is bleeding, and Pantera does it, saving the matchup and keeping the titles for his team. Pantera Rojados of Los Bestias Locos picking up the victory in Los Bestias Locos 16th tag team matchup, and the Revelation get their first loss as a team. Massive win here at the Stadium Royale, and folks, Lobo Azul must really love this event, folks. He's got a great record here. What a fantastic match. And folks, speaking of fantastic matches, the semi-main event is coming up right here next. That fatal four-way for the World's Heavyweight Championship. It's coming up right here next. Eli Valentine, Kintsugi Kid, Hiro Satoshi, and Thiago K. Oliveira for the CWS World's Heavyweight Championship. It's coming up right here next. And then in the main event, the Stadium Royale match, folks. Don't go anywhere. The night is still action-packed here at Stadium Royale 2025. The semi-main event of the evening here at Stadium Royale 2025, folks. And the World's Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Eli Valentine has determined this is going to be a ladder matchup. Fatal four-way ladder match for the first time ever for the World's Heavyweight Championship here at CWS. And introducing first for only his 9th ranked matchup here in singles division here in CWS. 2 wins, 6 losses. This is the Kintsugi Kid. He picked up a victory here 2 weeks ago against Eli Valentine, earning his way into this matchup. And folks, the story of this matchup is wild. Normally, we have a 10-man over-the-top multi-man matchup known as contenders to determine each month's top contender for the world's title. Not this month. Hiro Satoshi cashing in his future shot briefcase he won at the Eliminator pay-per-view to challenge TKO for the world's heavyweight title. However, previous month's contender Eli Valentine was afforded the opportunity to face TKO in singles action by this man, by Hiro Satoshi. And if Eli Valentine could defeat him, he'd get entered into the matchup. It would become a triple threat matchup. And here is Hiro Satoshi, folks, making his way to the ring with that future shot briefcase in hand, cashing in his opportunity tonight, meaning the contract will become available, and it will be available in the main event for Stadium Royale. The winner of our main event tonight will get that contract for a future heavyweight championship opportunity. You see why this is so important here in CWS, folks. The future shot, it's as if you'd have some money in the bank. It's as good as gold, folks. But anyway, Eli does defeat TKO, and then the next week Hiro and Eli teamed up, challenging TKO to a tag team matchup if TKO could find a partner, and he did. He found the Kintsugi Kid, Hiro's old rival and his old partner. TKO and Kintsugi Kid attacking Eli and Hiro on their way to the ring, folks, that night, setting up some bad blood between Eli and Kintsugi Kid. And then the next week, Kintsugi Kid defeated Eli, gaining his way into the matchup. Eli with 15 wins, 17 losses. This is a record-breaking 33rd ranked matchup here for a single star in CWS, defeating the Dragon's record. Hiro Satoshi also with 15 wins and only 2 losses. The only 2 men to defeat Hiro Satoshi are Dragon Noir and this man right here, Eli Valentine. Huge win for Eli Valentine. And there must have been some sort of redemption in it for him too, because last year, folks, it was Eli Valentine who won the Light Heavyweight Championship at March of Champions, and then the very next month, in Hiro's first pay-per-view matchup, he defeated Eli for that title, and he went on to reign with that gold for 112 days, dropping it to Dragon Noir, who in turn held it for 112 days before he dropped that to Killian Curse. Stacked ladder match here, folks, and here comes the CWS World's Heavyweight Champion, Thiago K. Oliveira, the Brazilian stallion, making his way to the ring. for his 19th ranked matchup, folks. 11 wins, 7 losses. You'll notice the championship is not around his waist as he makes his way to the ring here tonight, folks, because it's already dangling, hanging from the rafters above the ring. The rules of this one are simple. Weapons are legal. The winner of this bout is the man who pulls the World's Heavyweight Championship down and has it in his grasp. The first one to get the title in both hands, folks, off of its hanging hook, they will become the World's Heavyweight Champion. Eli was victorious in a triple threat match this week before this matchup. Eli, Kensuke Kid, Hiro Satoshi, they faced off against each other. Winner of that got to pick the stipulation for tonight. Eli did it, folks, defeating Hiro Satoshi in the process, and he picked the heavyweight world's title in a ladder match. He reckons the quickness and swiftness needed to get up the ladder will play into his strengths more so than TKO and Kensuke Kid, who are big body guys. There's a lot more weight to them. They might be slower to climb up the ladder. This matchup starts off hot, folks, and Kensuke Kid taking Eli down. Not happy with the fact he lost the other week, and Hiro taking down TKO. Immediately going outside to get a ladder. And this is going to be chaotic. Look at that big belly, the back German suplex from TKO. Is it a Brazilian suplex? And he does it. Oh, side leg sweep and a drop kick here from Eli. Hiro setting up a ladder in the corner. You can't win like that, Hiro. And a big over the head suplex from Hiro to Eli. I'm just noticing the similarities between Hiro and Eli's gear, actually. It's as if they were destined to team up the other week, folks. And look at the thighs press out of Hiro Satoshi in the ground and pound as Eli Valentine unloads with some kendo sticks on the head of Kensuke Kid. Chop block there from Thiago K. Oliveira, who cashed in his Future Shop briefcase that he won in the Multi-Man Madness matchup months ago, folks, to claim the title when he defeated Tiernan Og on Tombstone TV for that championship. Obviously, he's since gone on to defend it when he made Moonbeam Jr. pass out in the sleeper hold, and then he defeated Eli Valentine in an ambulance match at Violent Night. The ground and pound here from TKO to the Kensuke Kid. Oh my god, the elbows to the top of the head, just bludgeoning away at the already pre-broken face of the Kensuke Kid. The kid who is injured in his youth by a very different Hiro Satoshi. The man is a lot less honourable at the time, we'd say. Big, muscly body guy, and he bashed the face of the Kensuke Kid in... Well, he wasn't Kensuke Kid at the time. He came back and rebuilt, threaded with gold and rebuilt more powerful, more beautiful. New image, folks. Donning the name of the Kensuke Kid after the fact, and now the kid climbing up. He's got his hands on that championship. Hiro and TKO going to do battle here, and Hiro pushes the ladder out. The kid hanging on. Kensuke Kid just hanging on. Above the ring, dangling. Just there, and he drops, folks. Narrowly missing that ladder on the way down. But guess who didn't miss that ladder? Eli Valentine thrown over the head of the Hiro Satoshi, and he landed on that ladder. And look at Eli leaping into the air, taking TKO down, and Hiro left in the ring alone. Climbing up the ladder is Hiro Satoshi. Gonna do it, folks. Hiro climbing up the ladder. He's got his hands on the title. And the kid leaping into the air, trying to knock Hiro off. TKO pushing the ladder over. Kensuke Kid now manhandling the world's heavyweight champion. Leaping up into the air. Redemption for the Kensuke Kid. An electric chair drop onto the stair, dropping Hiro Satoshi. And folks, you'd think that they've got to have nearly loosened that world's heavyweight championship by this point. Whoever gets their hands on it next is likely to pull it down. Is TKO going to do it, folks? Is Thiago K. Oliveira going to retain the gold here? A cutter on the outside. Hiro with the cutter. Kensuke Kid focusing on the ladder, folks, and Hiro and the kid teaming up for the first time in years. Pulling the ladder out from under TKO. He's hanging on. The world's heavyweight champion just dangling, folks, high above the ring, and he drops onto that ladder. Here is Satoshi launching Kensuke Kid into the corner. And Hiro moving the ladder out of the way, folks. Surely whoever climbs it next is gonna get the gold. TKO in the ring now with the steel chair launched into the face of Hiro Satoshi. Eli Valentine with that slam and the double butt stab to Hiro. Is Eli gonna do it, folks? TKO ripping the ladder out of the hands of Eli Valentine, and TKO knowing that if he can just keep the ladder away from everyone else from being set up, he'll retain the title. If no one sets up the ladder, they can't get it. He's the champion for as long as he can do that. Removing the ladder from the situation. And now Hiro on the outside looking under the ring. Hiro Satoshi pulling out another ladder. And a massive splash there. Taking down TKO. 2 ladders in the ring now, folks. And Eli Valentine flattening everybody. Punch at the top of the head. Are we looking at Eli Valentine's Day, folks? Is it going to be Valentine's Day? Is he going to pick up the World's Heavyweight Championship in this fatal 4-way semi-main event at the Stadium Royale 2025? 4 ladders in this one, and Eli Valentine looks to be climbing. TKO giving chase. Kintsugi Kid taking down TKO, and Eli Valentine has his hands on the title, but gets launched from the top by the Kid. And now, folks, it's Kintsugi Kid. It's Hiro Satoshi. Hiro tossing Eli around, and TKO now with the body shots to Hiro. Folks, I don't know who I want to win this one. The Kintsugi Kid now. Is he looking to climb? He's climbing the ladder. All 4 men pushing. TKO's looking to push the ladder over, and Kintsugi Kid dangling yet again. But there's ladders thrown everywhere, folks. Look at the height of this one. Dangling above the ring precariously. Kintsugi Kid lands hard. Belly to belly suplex. Hiro takes TKO down. No ladder set up in the ring, but there are 4 thrown about the place. Look at the T-bone suplex from Hiro. TKO back into the ring. Locking up with Hiro Satoshi. Whipping him into the corner. The Kintsugi Kid giving chase to Hiro Satoshi. Lifting Hiro over his head, and the big body guy Kintsugi Kid dropping Hiro back first onto that ladder. Spinning European uppercut from the Brazilian Stallion. Is this his moment to retain the title? Someone's got to set up this ladder, folks, and you got to believe the next man to get to the top and get his hands on that belt is surely going to claim the gold. Eli with the kendo stick shots to everybody. Hiro up to his feet, dragging Eli Valentine around the ring, and tying Eli up in the ropes. Hiro whipping Eli into the corner here, folks, and now, Kintsugi Kid getting out of TKO's hold and DDT'd him onto that ladder, and now the World Heavyweight Champion TKO is bleeding from just above his eye. Chops in the corner from Hiro Satoshi. He learned that from his mentor in Japan, Martina, the Session Moth, Ireland's own. That's Hiro's favorite Japanese wrestler, the Session Moth Martina. And now Hiro Satoshi, the Kintsugi Kid, old rivals in the ring. Kintsugi Kid's out on his feet, and Hiro's got to the top. He's claiming the gold, folks. He's done it. Hiro Satoshi's pulled down the World Heavyweight Championship, and he is now the CWS Heavyweight Champion of the World. Hiro Satoshi going 16-2. The man that claimed the Future Shop briefcase. Cashed in his opportunity and also afforded the opportunities to these other guys, folks. And would you believe it, he still came out on top. Very few men have stopped Hiro Satoshi. Who's going to be the one to take the championship from him? And folks, it's another testament to the importance of that Future Shop briefcase. Massive win here for Hiro Satoshi. A nice reign there for Thiago K. Oliveira as our heavyweight champion. But folks, we've a new heavyweight world champion. Hiro has claimed the gold. But folks, who is going to claim the Future Shop briefcase? Find out with me next as we hit the main event of Stadium Royale 2025. That Stadium Royale titular matchup coming up right next. 13 men will compete for the Future Shop briefcase, folks. Who is going to be lucky enough, brave enough, who is destined to claim that prize? Find out with me next year at Stadium Royale 2025. Welcome to the main event here at Stadium Royale 2, Stadium Royale 2025. We've reached the titular match. Folks, 30 men are about to embark on a perilous quest to become the future shop briefcase champion. 2 men will start, and then at regularly timed intervals a new man will enter the matchup. Or, if you find yourself alone in the ring, we'll get a jump start on that next ender, ladies and gentlemen. On this, we'll rinse and repeat until all 30 have entered. To be eliminated, you must go over the top rope and have both of your feet hit the floor on the outside of the ring. This will continue until all 30 have entered and 29 have been eliminated. Folks, we're CWS. Thank you for joining us. Who was unlucky enough to draw number 1 in this bout, folks? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dudley by former internet champion, former tag team champion, and former light heavyweight champion. The only man to have held 3 different championships throughout his career here in CWS. One half the tag team known as the Buys. Dudley making his way to the ring here, folks. Can he go the distance? Will he make it all the way to the end of this one? Remember, folks, the winner of this will get the future shot briefcase. We've seen how effectively that can be used to get yourself an opportunity at the heavyweight championship and even to become the heavyweight champion. Tiernan has done it. TKO has done it. Loco Lobo Azul has done it. And folks, Hiro Satoshi has done it. We saw that earlier here tonight. Who has drawn number 2? Who's going to start this bout off against Dudley by... Oh, I know that music, folks. Intense pyro to start this thing off. And here he is, folks, making his way to the ring, making his return to Championship Wrestling Series. It's Dudley's own brother, Hardy, by former 2-time light heavyweight champion, former tag team champion alongside of Dudley. It's his first time we've seen him in weeks, folks. Injured in a post-match beat down by Big Ben of the team Big and Tall, the Tower of London, taking his frustrations out on Hardy. We've seen Ben and Dudley go at it then. Shortly after the fact, folks, Big Ben putting both Buys down, but they've got to put family rivalry to the fore here tonight, folks. They can't both be the future shot briefcase holder. So what would you do, folks? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you started this bout off with your own brother, would you hang on until number 3 comes in? Or do you do battle amongst yourselves to prove who is best? We've seen them face off against each other for the light heavyweight championship last year, of course, in a ladder match for the title, and out the gates Dudley hitting Hardy with their signature move, the special buy, and Dudley immediately takes the returning Hardy flat down to the mat, and just like that, Dudley's in control, whipping Hardy into the corner. Hardy in a perilous predicament here on the side. Dudley looking to eliminate him in the corner. And folks, look at this, Hardy fighting out of it. And now Hardy hitting Dudley with the special buy. These guys know each other so well. Tit for tat, and just like that, a spring boarded moonsault connects, and Hardy taking Dudley down. Hardy now whipping Dudley over the top rope, looking for that running shoulder tackle, but Dudley lifts the knee, connecting with his own brother's face. And a shoot hurricane rana, brother. Hardy taking Dudley flat down to the mat, and just like that drops an elbow across his lower back, and a standing shooting star, but Dudley had it scouted, got the knees up, and Hardy's in a bad way. These two guys know each other just so well as Dudley rocks Hardy by with that forearm shot to the side of the head. Look at these quick kicks from Dudley to his own brother and scooping him up. Look at that corkscrew, driving him down, and the CWS countdown clock appears on the screen, folks. Who is going to be unlucky enough to have to come between these two guys in the center of the ring? Surely they'll put their differences aside and fight whoever it is. Folks, that's Big Ben. Can you believe it? The Tower of London, the man that injured Hardy, the man that put Dudley down. Former tag team champion and long-term rival of both Buys. Big Ben now whipping Dudley. And Hardy running a bit of interference in that one. And Big Ben now looking for the Buckingham chokeslam to Dudley by. And Hardy with the clothesline to the lower back of Big Ben. But Big Ben and Hardy by. These guys have been fighting each other for years at this point. Big Ben was undefeated at the start of CWS, and it was in Hardy's debut matchup that he ended Big Ben's winning streak. It was also the buys that ended the incredibly lengthy reign of Big and Tall as the men's tag team champions at 142 days. These guys seem destined to do battle, and look at the springboard kick from Dudley to Hardy. The buys just can't put their differences aside here and unite for just long enough to get Ben out of the matchup, can they? They might regret this one. Oh my goodness gracious me, look at that driver from Dudley to Hardy, and now Big Ben with the kick. Big Ben, big right hand there to Dudley, and the boys must regret not just teaming up to eliminate Big Ben. Surely that's the right thing to do here if you're at the boys. Big Ben yet to contend at the heavyweight level truly for that title. He'd love to get the future shot briefcase. CWS countdown clock appears again, and the countdown strikes. 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be, folks? Is that the new CWS light heavyweight champion? Beautiful Bruno Bravo making his way to the ring, folks, and that's 3 former light heavyweight champions. 3 who have entered the ring, folks. 3 of the talent in the ring right now have been light heavyweight champion. Will any of them be able to go the distance now and make it to the end? Bruno getting rocked by Big Ben and rolling to the outside smartly. Finding balance under the ropes, and look at the freaky athleticism of Big Ben to launch Hardy like that, and then Dudley to take Big Ben down. Bruno Bravo with the clothesline to the back of Dudley's head. Bruno, the freshest man in this. Look at the strength of him to get Big Ben up on his back like that, but Big Ben reverses it. He couldn't hold the weight, and he drove Bruno flat down to the mat, and now a clubbing blow across the back of Big Ben, picking Bruno up, and look at that for a pile driver. Big Ben with the big pile driver to Bruno Bravo, who knows a thing or two about pile drivers. We saw them earlier tonight. Ben now choking the light heavyweight champion Bruno over the top rope. Big right hand, and he's been eliminated. Bruno is out, and a special bye from Hardy to Big Ben. And look at this. My God. CWS countdown clock appears, and folks, who's coming in at number 5 in this one? Dudley's been first opened by his brother, Hardy bye. And folks, it's Prince Toro, the former light heavyweight champion, as Hardy eliminates Dudley and eats a bulldog. Prince Toro just laughing in the face of beautiful Bruno Bravo as he ran past him down the aisle, and look at that, a spear to the back of Hardy bye, and the Buckingham chokes on to Hardy. And there's that spear connecting with Big Ben. Prince Toro, a former top contender. He won the 3rd ever contenders matchup. He knows a thing or two about eliminating people from this matchup. Looking for that running spear on the apron, and he connects, eliminating Big Ben from this one. And now, folks, Hardy bye and Prince Toro, 2 former light heavyweight champions, left in this one. 5 men in. And Prince Toro with a running hip attack, eliminating Hardy bye. And the last man in this matchup, folks. And now he's the only man in this matchup. Prince Toro. Could he go from losing the light heavyweight championship to claiming the future shot briefcase in the same night, folks, as the Revelations music hits and Jean Le Baptiste making his way to the ring. Sneaking up behind Prince Toro. Can you say sneaking up behind when his music hit and like you knew he was coming, Toro? So why were you climbing that top turnbuckle and celebrating in front of the fans? This man who lost tag team opportunity just a few minutes ago, to be honest, and here he is again. He probably only cooled down and warmed right back up as he goes for that running spear to Toro on the apron. Jean Le Baptiste of the Revelation looking to choke Prince Toro, who's the only member of Las Bestias Locals who lost tonight, by the way. But you know Jean Le Baptiste has got to have rage in his veins, because it was Las Bestias Locals that defeated Jean Le Baptiste earlier tonight, folks, for the title. And some sort of miscommunication here between the two as Toro leaps and Baptiste goes down, and oh my God, the kick low and club across the back. Jean Le Baptiste goes for the right hand, but Toro catches him, knee to the midsection, and has some clubs across the chest and a DDT, folks. And a leaping kick, but Jean Le Baptiste does not go down. Prince Toro over the top and a running hip attack. Jean Le Baptiste eliminates Prince Toro of Las Bestias Locas from this match. And Jean Le Baptiste now celebrating up on the top turnbuckle as the countdown clock appears. And folks, it's Las Bestias Locas. It's Pantera Roa Dos, tag team champion. He just ran past Toro, his own stablemate, friend, his partner, and he walks right in to Jean Le Baptiste, one of the men that he defeated earlier tonight in that Extreme Rules tag team matchup. Pantera Roa Dos, current tag champion. If he picks up the victory here tonight, folks, will he have the Future Shop briefcase and the tag team titles? Could you believe the world we could be living in, folks? Jean Le Baptiste now dragging Pantera over to that turnbuckle, bashing his head off it, but Pantera fighting back with some elbows of his own. And Pantera now with Pantera's got Jean Le Baptiste on the ropes. Not just figuratively, folks, he's literally got him on the ropes and he's looking to eliminate him. But the big man fights back with an elbow to the back of the head and a forearm shot to the face, and Pantera's rocked and dropped. The battle of the High Cross versus the Red Cross. And look at that corkscrew uppercut, and Jean Le Baptiste is Pantera rocked. That running, oh my goodness gracious, look at that. Double underhook, lifted up and kicked him to the back. Jean Le Baptiste has hit that very often, but he rarely wins with it, if I'm honest. Running, shoulder attack to the midsection, and Pantera is out, folks. The CWS countdown clock appears on screen. And where was this fight in Jean Le Baptiste earlier when he could have taken the fight to Las Bestias Locas? Who's coming in next, folks? Is that's his own tag team partner, the man that he follows, Lord and Savior of the Revelation. And he takes him down with a sling blade. You'd think that these two would team up. You'd have learned your lesson from the bodies earlier tonight, folks. Tag team partners in the ring. Maybe these two are going to take their frustrations out on each other after being unsuccessful earlier tonight. But again, folks, if it was me, I'd try to guarantee myself victory. And the two of you just team up. Whoever comes in next, both of you take turns beating the crap out of them, beat the stuffing out of them, and toss them out of the ring. Do this, rinse, repeat until you get all men eliminated. And when you're the last two in the matchup, have a fair fight. But no, it looks like the Lord doesn't want to play into that one, folks. Lord and Savior. Oh, he's giving Jean Le Baptiste a moment, a sermon perhaps, on the ropes there. Some elbows to the midsection, and Baptiste released the Lord, whipping him off the ropes, and the Lord now with that flying cross body. The cross body, get it? Lord, Savior, cross body. It's funny, okay? And Baptiste goes over the top, running hip attack, and the Lord eliminates his own partner, his friend, his follower. And now the CWS countdown clock appears again, folks. Who is coming down in this one next? It's Cara del Diablo. Of course it is, folks. In at number 9, the Lord's longest rival, Diablo, and the Lord going at a double underhook suplex. And Cara del Diablo here at Stadium Royale getting his hands on the Lord. Lord and Savior Jean Le Baptiste defeated Caras Muertes earlier this month in tag team action. Of course, to get their opportunity to progress for the tag team titles. Diablo not thrilled about that one. Now taking the fight to Lord and Savior. Looking for a modicum of revenge here perhaps. That running shoulder tackle. The Lord is out, folks. And Diablo telling the Lord what he thinks of him right here. Who is going to come down here in number 10 in this bout, folks? That's Marshall Harts of the Savage Hearts, folks. The man who won our 4th ever Contenders matchup. Marshall Harts bounced his head off that top turnbuckle. And Diablo standing tall over Marshall. Diablo, the former heavyweight champion, you know he'd love to get another chance at the title, and the Future Shop briefcase would give him just that. And Harts gets eliminated. Diablo with a second elimination in this bout. CBS countdown clock appears on screen one more time. We're counting down, and who's coming in next, folks? That's Ultimo Thunder. Ultimo Thunder, folks. Recently returned to action here in CWS and are running, flipping. Clothesline attack, taking the Devil down, and Diablo now turns the tide and whips Thunder over the top ropes, and the Devil gets punched into the face by Thunder, launching himself back into the ring. Quick interview with Marshall Hartz in the ramp here. Marshall, how do you feel you fared in this one? What could you have done better? Be more disciplined. Fair answer, Marshall. Back to the action in the ring. Diablo with the big right hand turned Ultimo Thunder inside out, and he's applied. He's got the Devil locked in, but you can't win this matchup by submission. But if you choke your opponent out, there'll be slim pickings. You can toss him over the ropes. But Thunder now with the hit factor, taking him down. Ultimo Thunder climbing to the top, and from the top, that front flipping set top bomb. Diablo in a world of hurt right now, and Ultimo Thunder whipping Diablo over the top rope. And Thunder with that drop kick, eliminating Cara del Diablo from the bout, folks. That's huge. If he was coming down next in this one, as Ultimo Thunder taunts the fans, climbing out of the apron. Folks, it's the Grim Reaper's music. Is that? That's Jackson Gage Harris. Jackson Gage Harris, the man who successfully defended his Intercontinental Championship earlier tonight, folks. And that sit-out power bomb spine buster maneuver. Jackson with 16 wins and 9 losses as his record, the IC champion, the only two-time Intercontinental champion in CWS. Would love to get the feature shot briefcase and move up the rankings here in CWS. Establish himself in the heavyweight division as well, and look at that front flipping clothesline again from Thunder to Gage, and Gage draw, oh my god, going underneath and dropping Thunder, rocking him. And now Gage going up high, and from the top, Gage leaps into the air with that flying chop to the top of the head, and Thunder's rocked by that one. Gage dragging Ultimo Thunder over to the ropes. And now Gage with that clothesline, taking Thunder out, and Jackson Gage Harris is left alone in the ring, folks. You know what that means. Our next entrant coming down at any second now. And that's Rocky Beach. It's a Sunset Connection former contender winner, man who wrestled Gage's partner and mentor Ren Sham in a coffin match many months ago, folks, over the summer. And Rocky loved to get his revenge against the Grim Reapers for that night. Rocky Beach has said in the past that he would love a shot at the Intercontinental Championship as well. Let's see if he can prove himself tonight, folks, when he gets his hands right now on the Intercontinental Champion. You gotta think the man that eliminates Gage from this bout has a shot at that IC title lined up in his future. Will that be Rocky Beach, or can Gage outlast everyone else? Big right hands in the corner here, and Rocky Beach of the Sunset Connection fighting back. Elbow caught. Gage dragging him over to the ropes, and is Rocky going to eliminate Jackson Gage Harris here, folks? Talking all kinds of trash here. And no, he lets him back in, and Gage tosses Rocky over. And the big boot, Rocky's out, and Gage standing tall. Jackson Gage Harris climbing the ropes, and look at this, folks, it's Carlos Reyes, another man with beef with the Grim Reapers. Defeated Jackson Gage Harris and Tommy Torque Thompson in that tag team cage match a few weeks ago on Tombstone TV. And then at Friday night defeated Ren Shem and the man they call Motor in a cage match as well. Carlos Reyes dropping Gage with a DDT. If Carlos Reyes defeats Gage, you'd think he'd have his eyes set on the Intercontinental Championship. But what's Gage looking for here? My God, the Alabama Slam. Taking Carlos down, and now Gage into the corner. What's Jackson Gage Harris looking for? The Grim Kick connects, and Carlos is dropped and rocked, and Gage now picking Carlos Reyes up. Whipping the veteran over the top rope, looking for that running hip attack. And they're choking him. He's choking him over the top rope, and Carlos is to hang on if his dream of winning the feature shot briefcase in Stadium Royale 2025 is what's at stake here. Shoulder tackle to the midsection here of Jackson Gage Harris. Carlos, Gage, locking up. Gut punches again and again here from Carlos Reyes. And Gage scoops him up and drops him full burst across that top rope. And folks, that Stadium Royale countdown clock should be appearing on your screen at any moment. Speak of the devil, and here it appears, folks. We've got a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carlos goes over the top, and he's hanging on, folks. Is that? Ladies and gentlemen, in number 15, it's Mr. Stadium Royale himself, the man with the most career eliminations in a Stadium Royale. The most eliminations in a singular Stadium Royale match. Of course, that's the same stat considering we've only had one prior to this. Paddy Fields with 4 eliminations last year. Mr. Stadium Royale, he's been calling himself. 4 eliminations in 1 Rumble. 1 Stadium Royale. That pedigree to Carlos Reyes. Will he get more eliminations here tonight, folks, and continue his legacy as having the most eliminations? With only 15 men left to enter, will anyone be able to surpass the record that Paddy set last year? Paddy, my goodness gracious me. Huge power moves by the Walk and Spring Roll Express himself, Paddy Fields of Team Delicious. Of course, he's got some rivalry built in here with Jackson Gage Harris, the man that went back and forth with Paddy's partner Pete Boggs over that Intercontinental Championship for the last few months. Pete Boggs defeating Jackson for the Intercontinental Championship at Violent Night, only for Jackson to claim it back on Tombstone TV this month. And look at Carlos Reyes looking to launch. Oh my God, he does it. He launched Gage clean over the top rope and just lawn darted him outside to the floor. Carlos Reyes, surely with an opportunity at the IC title in mind in future because of that. Oh my God, Carlos eliminates Paddy. Can you believe it? Paddy Fields will not add to his record. Moonbeam Jr. in next, folks. The man who won a contenders match recently. He competed against TKO for the heavyweight championship and passed out in a sleeper hold. And now Moonbeam with Carlos on the ropes. Of course, Carlos Reyes and the Platinum Kings against Cosmic Alliance recently, folks, on Tombstone TV in one of my favorite tag matches in the history of CWS. So look at the handspring back elbow to Carlos, and Moonbeam Jr. proving everyone that he is a contender, folks. If he hasn't proven to you that is the case, then I don't know what else he has left to do to win you over. Moonbeam Jr. Oh my goodness, got kicked low, and that Platinum pile driver from Carlos Reyes. Is he going to get a 3rd elimination in this one? Carlos Reyes locking up with Moonbeam Jr., whipping him off the ropes. And Moonbeam goes over the top. Carlos looking for some big stiff right hands, but Jr. gets back into the ring. CBS countdown clock appears on screen now, folks, and who is coming in next? That's Garen Moon. My goodness gracious, Garen Moon at 17, folks, sneaking up behind Moonbeam Jr. Of course, there's no love lost between these guys. When Moonbeam won his contenders match, the last person he eliminated from that bout was Garen Moon. He stole the three-peat for the heavyweight championship matchup that Garen wanted so bad. He had gone back and forth with Tiernan Og not once but twice for the title, and if Garen could only win that contenders matchup, they'd have had the trifecta of World Heavyweight Championship matches, 3 matches back-to-back consecutive pay-per-views for the title. But instead, Moonbeam knocked Garen out of that bout, taking that matchup from the grasp of Garen. And look at this big clothesline from Garen, eliminating Carlos Reyes. And now it's Garen and Moonbeam Jr. again, folks. In the weeks that followed on from that one, Garen Noon tagged up with Pete Boggs against Moonbeam Jr. and Tiernan Og, the champion, only to have formed a plot with TKO that after that tag match, TKO would cash in his opportunity and challenge Tiernan out for the title. Garen as the guest ref counted that title. Tossed the belt to TKO. And then TKO defeated Moonbeam Jr. on pay-per-view for the title. Of course, Jr. had been planning to face Tiernan, not TKO, so he was thrown by that. And folks, look at this. Is that? It's Foxy. Niall Fox, folks, sliding his way down to the ring here. He's in the Stadium Royale. Can you believe it, folks? He debuted at Violent Night as the special guest ref in that third blowout match between Garen and Tiernan Og. Only it wasn't for the title. Tiernan put Garen down and put to bed the fact that Tiernan is surely the superior Irish athlete, and it was Foxy that counted the fall in that special guest ref matchup, that Foxy's Rules match, only to then later in the night Foxy went up against Totally Not Mark for the CWS Internet's Championship. As we saw earlier tonight, Totally Not Mark is still the Internet's champion, so you can tell that Mark defeated Foxy in that one, but Foxy put on a hell of a show in that no-holds-barred matchup. Folks, all of these stories have intertwined, and look at that cosmic corkscrew. It wasn't fully successful. He didn't get it all as Junior whipping Garen off the ropes and bounces back, and now leaping dropkick taking Garen down, and Foxy locking up with Moonbeam Jr. tossing his head off that top turnbuckle pad, and Foxy looking to eliminate Moonbeam Jr. Is he going to do it? Could you imagine if Niall Fox wins the Future Shock briefcase, folks? CWS countdown clock appears on screen again, and who is next in this bout? Leaping forearm, Garen taking Foxy down. We saw, oh my god, folks, it's Totally Not Mark. Marky Fitz making his way to the ring. The current Internet champion, the man that defeated Garen Noon earlier tonight, folks, to defend that title. The man who defeated Foxy last month to defend that title. He is 6-0. And Totally Not Mark getting pummeled between Garen and that rope, folks. And now Garen dragging Foxy over to the corner and tossing Foxy around the ring. Totally Not Mark right, choking out Moonbeam Jr. in the corner, folks. Over half the entrance in this one have been in, and my god, that rolling stunner from Garen. He just dropped Totally Not Mark with that stunner. And kicking Junior across their face. Garen, the natural athlete, this guy is an influencer. He's a musician, a podcaster, comedian, and a virtual pro wrestler. And here he is, folks, not making too many friendships since AWS. Foxy gets over the top rope, but I think Totally Not Mark just saved him there by taking out Moonbeam Jr. And now Mark eating some gut shots here from Garen Noon. Remember to follow him, folks. He is delicious. Follow Foxy and Foxy Bros on all socials. And follow Totally Not Mark as well, folks, on all social media platforms. CWS is truly where the best virtual wrestlers virtually wrestle. And who is coming down next, folks, in this one? Who has drawn number 20 in this 30-man matchup? Who could it possibly be, folks? It's Tiernan Og, former Contenders winner, former heavyweight champion of the world, multi-time champ. Tiernan just walked right into a Fox bottom, Fox bottom, Fox bottom, Fox bottom. Look at that, Niall Fox just hit Tiernan Og with the Fox bottom, and he's taken out the biggest Irish athlete in this matchup, folks. And look at this. Out of the 5 men in the ring, 4 of them Irish. Tiernan Og, the Celtic King, the living legend. Niall Fox, the most OTT referee that's ever been. Totally Not Mark, he's Cork's own. And Garen Noon with the fastest hands in Mayo, folks. And Tiernan Og with a running hip attack, eliminating Foxy here after putting on another stellar pay-per-view performance. Foxy, I'm sad to see him go, folks, but I'm glad for the contributions he's put into this one. Thanks for everything you've done, Foxy. Who's your money on to win this matchup? Who do you think's going to do it? You think Loco Lobo Zula's another shout? Because of his experience. Of course, you watched last year's event and you saw he won last year's. Good shout. Thanks for everything. Back to the action. Moonbeam whipping Totally Not Mark off the ropes, and look at that for an arm drag kick, tossed and a drop kick. And the CWS countdown clock appears on the screen again, and it's Tiernan with the choke to Garen. He's lifting him up, surely not, folks. Tiernan just chokes out Karen Noon over the top rope and outside of the floor, and Karen landing it hard, folks. He's out of this one. And folks, Moonbeam Original is in next. Right into the ring, watching his own son looking to eliminate Tiernan Hogan. The team of the Cosmic Alliance looking to eliminate the former champion of the world here. This could be a dream tag match, folks. Tiernan Hogan, Totally Not Mark teaming up against the Cosmic Alliance. I'd love to see it, folks. Look at that reverse suplex there from Tiernan, dropping Moonbeam Jr. and the leg drop. That's King Lear's leg drop across the chest of Jr. And we've got Totally Not Mark fighting here with the veteran, the legend, Moonbeam Originalis. I bet Marky Fitz, if you told him this time last year he'd be wrestling against Moonbeam Originalis on a premium event, he'd have said he doubted it very, very much. But look at this, Moonbeam Originalis, no way, he's got children. Oh my God. Totally Not Mark just powerbombed over the top and outside of the floor, and look at him no-selling it like an absolute deviant. Look at the state of that. Mark, we have to talk about that kid. Marky eliminated from the Stadium Royale matchup by Moonbeam Originalis. And now, folks, look at this Cosmic Alliance teaming up. And this is what I said that the boys should have done. Oh, look. Moonbeam Originalis taking no prisoners, including his own son, a Cosmic Powerbomb. And look at this heavyweight clash. The Titans clash here, folks, as Moonbeam Originalis gets dropped and rocked here with Tiernan Hogan's massive suplex. And who, folks, is coming down next in this one? Can you believe it? At number 22, it's another heavyweight. It's the man they call Motor, the man that won the second ever Contenders matchup, folks. Main evented against Major Attraction way back when at Survivor Slam 1. And a running hip attack to Moonbeam Jr. and the man they call Motor just eliminated him. And Motor now claiming his first elimination, talking trash to Tiernan Hogan. Look at these guys. Oh my God, Celtic chokeslam. Celtic chokeslam to Motor. He's picked him up and landed him flat down, splat to the mat. And a clothesline. That Celtic clothesline. And the discus boot. That 360 Celtic kick. Tiernan Hogan. Looks like he's got Originalis on the ropes, but he's talking trash to him, folks. These three heavyweights giving each other a breather. I think they might regret that. Oh my God, he didn't. Celtic kick and Originalis is out. The man they call Motor versus Tiernan Hogan. Run and splash in the corner. Tiernan gets dropped. Motor, Tiernan, another heavyweight singles bout. I didn't know I wanted until I've seen them both in the ring together, folks. And now Tiernan's on the ropes. Motor talking trash here. Unlucky Originalis. He debuted in this matchup last year, folks, and look at this, another chokeslam. Tiernan cleaning house here, folks. Tiernan's won Contenders matches. He's won over the top multi-man madness matches. Yet he's yet to win a Stadium Royale. The only man who's ever done it, folks. Look will over his soon. And then at number 23, it's another heavyweight. It's Travis the Savage Sanchez, former Intercontinental Champion. What happened to Savage Hearts? Lifted into that suplex, and Travis escapes the hold. Goes behind, forearm shot to the back, and he's just whipped Tiernan over the top rope, and it's Travis the Savage Sanchez going to eliminate Tiernan Hogan. Nah, Tiernan fights back in with an elbow to the face, but the clothesline duck underneath, and look at the spinning kick here. Tiernan whipping Travis off the ropes, drop down, and look at that for a flapjack launch in the middle of the skylights. Here we are at the Stadium Royale, folks, and the dynamic can't get in all the action. King Lear's leg drop one more time, and Tiernan Hogan standing tall above Travis the Savage Sanchez. Stomping at the back of the head here of Travis the Savage Sanchez. And folks, there's not many men left in this matchup. Travis gets launched over the top, and Tiernan Hogan's measuring him. What's he got in mind? He goes for the running hip attack, but no. Travis gets back into the ring. Travis dragging the former heavyweight champion of the world over to the corner. Former IC champ versus former heavyweight champ, and Travis using all of that strength, looking to power Tiernan up and over the ropes, and Tiernan fighting back with an elbow. And the CWS countdown clock appears on the screen one more time. We've got a 6, 5, 4. Oh, he's going for that Celtic chokeslam one more time. Tiernan to Travis. He scoops him up. and chokeslammed him just like he did to Garen Noon over the top and outside of the floor, folks. And look at this, it's TKO, and he just walked into that discus kick, and Tiernan Og, who feels ever so slightly slighted by TKO for stealing the heavyweight championship off of him that night on Tombstone TV. TKO, who lost his championship earlier tonight in that grueling ladder match, and Tiernan with another chokeslam elimination. Look at this, TKO, insult to injury, outside to the floor, and Tiernan cleaning house, folks. Is that 3 or is that 4 eliminations? With Garen, Travis, TKO at the very least, folks. Did he just match Paddy Fields' record? And folks, who's in next? It's Major Attraction, another heavyweight hoss off Tiernan. Major dragging Major over the ropes, and Tiernan scoops him up and is looking to launch Major over the top. Major was very unlucky in this matchup last year, folks. Eliminated much earlier than he'd have suspected. No, that was an over the top Multi-Man Madness matchup. It was just after he lost the heavyweight title, and he's never won a contenders match. These have never been Major's strong suit. Major lifted off the ropes and launched into the cheap seats again, into the skylights, and some stomps across the chest here. Celtic kicks from Tiernan Og. Scoops him up and running power slam, folks. I do believe that it was at this event last year, the Stadium Royale, that Major Attraction defeated Tiernan Og. He defended the championship from Tiernan Og in this very event. And here they are again, folks, 1 year later. And in that year, Tiernan's held the championship, and Major hasn't been. Major looking for that Major power bomb. He's got him up, and he connects with the Major power bomb, and Tiernan's felt that one before. He knows all about it. See, the West countdown clock appears on screen another time, and Major whips Tiernan over the top. Tiernan's hanging on, but Major Attraction, the running shoulder tackle, takes him down. And folks, in at number 26 again, it's Lobo Azul, the man that won last year's event from this very number. He's won half the men's tag team champions, and he defeated Major Attraction for his first heavyweight championship in the world. He cashed in the Future Shop briefcase to defeat Major for that title after Major had gone through a grueling cage match in the season finale against Thiago K. Oliveira. Can you believe it, folks? And then big close line taking down Loco, and there we have the Major leg drop, and his Major Attraction getting a bit of revenge here, folks, on Lobo Azul, who whips Major over the top. And the running shoulder attack again, folks. Is Lobo Azul going to do it? Alone in the ring, and the clock appears on screen one more time. Is Lobo Azul going to go back to back at Stadium Royales, and this time as a tag champ? And folks, making his way to the ring next, folks, we saw him in action earlier in that fatal four-way, that ladder match for the heavyweight championship. It's Kintsugi Kid versus Lobo Azul. And the Kid getting elbowed in the midsection. Lifted up and dragged around, and my God, drop rope burst. And look at it, folks. Loco, big right hand to Kintsugi to go behind. Caught him by the hair. And look at that European uppercut to the back of the head. And the Kintsugi Kid, he was definitely tired from the ladder match. But we can't say that Lobo Azul isn't tired from his Extreme Rules tag match earlier. Both of these guys have been on display earlier tonight, and look at that big boot. You never know which way Lobo Azul's coming or going for you, folks. I know he's got him up for that big backbreaker. 1, 2, 3. A trifecta of Loco backbreakers. And Lobo Azul now scooping up what's left of the Kintsugi Kid. And he's just whipped him over the ropes, and that Kintsugi Kid is out of there. Lobo Azul with another elimination here tonight, folks. A dominant display here from Loco. Paddy Fields calls himself Mr. Stadium Royale, but can he claim that, folks? If Loco goes back to back, and folks, here comes Wrench M. Can you believe it? Wrench M in at 28. Surely Wrench has got a good shot at this one. He's a former champion. He's won 4 contenders matches, 2-time heavyweight champion, former tag team champion. And a big knee to the face. Wrench now picking up Loco, kicks him low, and he's looking for that grim pedigree. Wrench connects the grim pedigree and he takes him down. Loco in a bad way now, folks. It would be very impressive if he can stay on and win this thing. He goes over the top and Wrench goes for that running shoulder tackle. But Loco gets the knee up and back into this one goes Loco. And that running, jumping, leaping knee. Wrench would love to be the man to get the Future Shop briefcase. Could you imagine what the Reapers would do with the Future Shop briefcase in their hands? And the Intercontinental Championship in their midst as well. And you know that Motor has his eyes in singles gold. And he'd love to become 2-time tag champs with Torque as well. Torque's after rehabbing his record. Motor's rehabbed his. Either man could be the next contender as well, folks. You gotta think that both Los Bestias Locals and the Grim Reapers are gonna have huge years here in 2025. See the West Countdown clock appears on screen yet again. And folks, there's only 2 men left to come down in this one. Loco busted open again. That earlier wound opened up one more time. And folks, that's Eli Valentine. He's won a contenders matchup, former light heavyweight champion. We saw him in that ladder matchup earlier tonight, folks. Unlucky in that one. The double foot stomps miss Wrench. Wrench dragging Eli round the ring. And Eli just bashes the heads of the 2 larger men off each other. And look at that, a leaping bulldog taking him down. Can ya believe it, folks? Wrench, the only man in this matchup who hasn't already wrestled tonight. And Loco with Eli up on his shoulders and a big back drop. A Samoan drop to the outside and a leaping neckbreaker from Wrench. Eli, thank you for your contributions tonight. You've had a heck of a show. You've done yourself proud. Listen to those fans. They wanted to see Eli do it, folks. Booed out the building here. And a pedigree. Wrench with the pedigree taking Loco Lobo Azul down. And folks, there's only 1 man left in this matchup yet to come down. We've got Loco, we've got Wrench. These guys have a 33% chance of winning and becoming the Future Shop briefcase holder. Loco Lobo Azul will be doing that for the 2nd time. The only man to hold it, potentially hold it for the 2nd time. Could you imagine what Los Bestias Locals would do with that title? We've seen him do it before, folks. We know he's capable. You can imagine what Wrench would do if he got it. And folks, the Seed of Rest countdown clock appears on screen for the last time tonight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope you count along at home too, folks. And who's that? That's Dragon Noir, folks. But he's been banned from contendership for the heavyweight championship. He lost last year to Ultimo Thunder in a matchup where if he lost, he couldn't contend for the heavyweight title. But of course, folks, that doesn't include the Stadium Royale now, does it? Dragon Noir in at number 30. If he's gonna do it, folks, it's gonna be a night. Imagine him with the Future Shop briefcase. He's held it before. No, actually, he hasn't. He's never held it before. It will be the first time for him. Oh my God, Loco's over. And the double feed up to the base of the dragon, and Loco's hanging on. The suspense, folks, with Loco Lobo Azul hanging on in this one. And another kick and a DDT taking Loco Lobo Azul, and Wrench is back up. And the dragon taking Wrench down. Loco taking a breather on the ropes here as Dragon kicks Wrench into the back of the head. And folks, one of these guys is going to be holding onto that briefcase by the end of the night. Dragon coming down, double foot stomps across the chest here to Wrench. Dragon obviously giving up a weight advantage and a size advantage in this one. But he might have more heart than anyone else on the roster. Previously the light heavyweight champion, 112 days he held that for. One of only 2 men to eliminate, to defeat Hiro Satoshi, and look at that, another elimination, and Loco Lobo Azul is out of it. He'll be furious after doing so well here at the end of this matchup. And now we're looking at Wrench or Dragon Noir. One of these guys will be holding the Future Shop briefcase. Dragon pulling Wrench over to the ropes, and the Dragon measuring Wrench, and he does it, folks. Dragon Noir wins the Stadium Royale 2025, folks. He's getting that briefcase. Dragon Noir does it, folks. If ever I should have pyro, it would be now. He's the Future Shop briefcase winner. He has a heavyweight championship matchup at a time and a place of his choosing. What does this mean going forward, folks? And wouldn't you know who won the pony? Think about this one, folks. Hiro Satoshi just won the World's Championship by cashing in the Future Shock briefcase. He was a previous light heavyweight champion who defeated Hiro for the light heavyweight title, giving him his first loss in singles action, none other than Dragon Noir. And now it's Dragon Noir who holds the Future Shock briefcase, folks. Ooh, you couldn't have written that any better. We're simulated shoot combat, baby. That was cinema. Thank you for joining me here in CWS, folks. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel and you made it this far, what are you waiting for? Hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and leave your comments in that section down below. I've been BVA, you guys have been class, and I hope you can join me here at Cartoon Stones TV Tuesday coming. And folks, next month, Fight at the Opera 3, CWS continues on. Don't go anywhere if you haven't subscribed. Please leave a comment in that little box just down below. And I hope to see you again here in the future. Thank you and good night.